It's easy. Speak easy, baby.
All
What,
right.
can you hear me?
Yeah, it'll be good now.
All right, cool.
Man, I think it was my connection or something like that, man.
You got that bootleg into that, man.
But I got that T-Mobile, man.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
No free sponsors. T-Mobile gets nothing now.
Yeah. Where was
But
we at, man? Where was we off at, man?
yeah, but you wanna introduce yourself to people?
Oh yeah, Basheer Abdur, man. How many people got? We got 2 people. Oh yeah, so I'm like I said before, I'm Basheer Abdur, a young prospect from Detroit, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? I got a fight coming up soon. I had a bunch of coming up, but a lot of them got postponed. But we're going pro next, man. That's the goal. And been boxing out of the Tony Harrison gym. You know what I'm saying? Long live Ali. And that's my trainer for all my life. So we just trying to get on these cards, man. And you know, go tear some shit down at 160, and just be like a household name in the next year or 2, type shit.
That's what's up, man. So I know because you're currently in Arizona, right?
I'm at AZ right now, yeah.
Because that's like where we're booking a fight. But when it comes time for the fight, are you doing your camp in Detroit or are you staying out there?
Well, right now I'm on like a pre-camp right now, so like I'm training here until like my fight here though. That's the thing. My fight is here, so I'm gonna train here the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Train the whole time. But like whenever I got a homecoming, I'm going back home to train.
Yeah.
So
Is it like are they trying to start like a little farm system there in Arizona? Like are they trying to like get like shit popping over there with a bunch of guys or?
Shit been popping out in Asia. That's why I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I had no lockdown, no shutdown, none of that. The reason why I ain't in Detroit, because I came back home to train for my last fight. I went back home, trained, was in my shit. You know what I'm saying? So some shit got canceled. Fights got canceled. Some fights got pushed back. So because of that, I'm like, I'm going to go where it's green at. And it's been green out here. So
yeah,
it's been my thing. Plus it's easy money, man. You feel me?
Hey.
Easy money, man.
Hey, speaking of money, what'd you do before boxing? How long you been boxing?
Been boxing all my life. I've been boxing before anything, man. I've been boxing before I went to school, man. I've been doing boxing since I was 3. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you've been beating people up.
I've been doing this all my life, So my daddy's, he's a martial artist. He taught MMA, all that shit. So I've been in the fight game for a long time. But aside from boxing, I mean, I made smart investments, man. So I've been around like a lot of old heads all my life. I always been like the baby nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody else been older than me. So I always had ideas and people around me in my corner trying to put ideas in my head. And also, myself, I'm just a business-minded person. So, I just made smart investments, man. And continue making smart investments,
I feel that. I made a couple of them, man. I've been on a down streak lately, man, with these investments, man. We'll get there, though.
Bro, the key to investing is to sit back in your ass and money just coming in while you just, doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Or investing time into something that's going to come back in the future. So you got to know what to invest in, what the right things to invest in, and just sit back and wait for it to come.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We got a question from Archie Clark. He wants to know what inspired you.
What inspired me? Shit, as a kid, my brother, my older brother, he boxed. He was real good in the hood. Real quick, flashy, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't want to do it for a career. He just was doing it. That's what everybody around my hood, everybody around my family, that's all we did was fight. Like we had Friday night fights at the crib. You know what I'm saying?
At the crib.
At the crib. Every night, every fight. Whoever in the age group, we fight. Even if you're not in the age group, we fight. Because everybody just fighting. So I just wanted to be like him. And then after he stopped boxing, I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be actually a real champion. I wanted to go all the way with it. So I took it serious, and I ain't never looked back since, pretty much. Now, the pathway of continuing to box, I got a lot of inspiration through a lot of people like Tony Harrison, a bunch of guys, man, like a bunch of guys that I met, a bunch of champions and former champions, like Zab Judah. He came to the gym, trained with us, like 2017. He had a camp in Detroit, and he inspired me. Roy Jones Jr. inspired me. Like a lot of fighters that I met inspired me. So that's through the path though. But it started off, it was my older brother.
Now that the younger brother, the little brother is so little no more, who would win those Friday night like fights now if you a big bro got in there?
I beat shit out of everybody, man.
That's what's up, man.
Let me tell you a true story. And then I ain't even really, I mean, it's not really nothing to brag about, but after I got like 14, my brother couldn't fuck with me no more. So he said personally, like, we not going to fight no more because now I'm going to fight for survival. We're going to take this shit too serious. So we stopped boxing.
Yeah. I just said a recurring theme of family members inspiring these UFC/boxers. Yeah, man. You gotta find inspiration from what's around you. Even if you don't have much, man, you gotta find shit that suits you, you know?
Oh yeah, you definitely gotta find things that suits you. Because growing up, I was like holding your nuts, man. That was like bragging rights, man. Who can fight? Who can win? Who can do this? Who can do that? And if you ain't want to fight, you was a bitch. You was a punk. So you had to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Nowadays, motherfuckers don't want to fight though, man. They want
to. They don't want to fight.
They want, yeah. It's whack.
Yeah, it's whack.
Super fucking whack, bro. It's fucking like it's petty, man, and like sad for real. But I ain't gonna get into all that. I'll get on a whole tirade with that shit. But speaking of Detroit, another pro boxer recently to the camp here was Tyson Fury ahead of his fight with Deontay Wilder. But obviously, we knew Tyson got the victory, but Deontay's been like coming with all these different kind of conspiracies, man. Like, what's your take on that? Do does he have any validity or I'm saying to any of them, or you think he's kind of just like getting over the loss still?
That shit's so soft. Listen, I don't even give a fuck. That shit's soft as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, it's soft. Like, what I was taught, man, you lose, you know?
Yeah.
You walk away from the loss, you go back to the drawing board, you get back in there and stay focused. You get back in there and get the job done. But if you lose and he came out with something, said his goddamn fight outfit was heavy, 40 pounds. Like, nobody told you.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
He had like 12 excuses ready.
So, to me, that just make it kind of blemish his own legacy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like he could have lost and still been Deontay Wilder. But now that he making excuses, he went out the ring for so long, he kind of like, he looked like a laughingstock now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just trying to find something to come up with. The best thing to do is after you take your loss, go home, go to the drawing board, you know what I'm saying, and then, you know what I'm saying, come back and fight again and take it on the chin like a man.
Yeah, man, I was really disappointed in that too because he was like, I looked up to him, but I was a fan of him, you know what I'm saying? I really was just like hoping he would just like take it on the chin and obviously that trilogy would happen at some point or like he'd fight, Joshua or something, man.
That Joshua fight not going to happen, man.
Yeah. You think it's a wrap on that one?
Ain't gonna happen. It was all about hype because there was two undefeated fighters. I think now they don't even look good on paper no more. I think it looked better on paper if he fight Tyson Fury again. Get his revenge back because Fury got his revenge from the draw, and then now he got to get his revenge back. But we got to see if he made it that. Because he making all these damn excuses. We got to see if he made it that shit.
Yeah, I just feel like I definitely want the trilogy. You know what I'm saying, but I feel like that tune-up fight should be. It shouldn't be. It don't have to be Joshua, but I was kind of want to get like a tune-up fight between because like Fury, that's a bad man. He's the skill and the power. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, man. He could transition to any style he wants. It seems like
Fury is a problem because most heavyweights, man, they stand up. Like what I mean by that is you gonna get a heavyweight that's slow and he just a power puncher. Then, especially the heavyweights that face Wilder, they can't take a punch. They ain't got a chin.
Yeah.
But you go in there with a guy like Fury who know how to box, know how to use his ring generalship, know how to dance, know how to move, and can take a punch and can give a punch. He a problem. Plus, he got confidence. That's the main thing. Most people see the reason why like a lot of fighters they lose against Tyson. They lost against Tyson. They lost against Wilder. Majority of it, like 95% of their opponents was afraid of their power before they even came in the ring. So when
Yeah.
they got in the ring with him, they was already fighting scary. They was already on survival mode, right? Then when he put that power on them, oh, they really can't take it. Because mentally, they already told them, so like, damn, this nigga might hit hard. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when you got a nigga that go in there, when you got to do a fighter that go in there with a mindset like, he can't hurt me. He not gonna hurt me. I'm better than him at boxing. I'm better because Wilder's really not a really good boxer. He kind of known for his power, known for his wild style. But so you got a guy that go in there, okay, I'm gonna stay sharp. I'm gonna box. I'm gonna punch. I'm gonna give it, and I can take it. He a problem. Plus, he confident. It's all about the confidence. You know, like in a fight game, it's all about confidence. You know what I'm saying? It's all about confidence, for real.
I feel you. Easy, is it a bruise or are you tired? No, I got a little bruise from training a little bit. Trying to get my little Basheer Abdur on, you know what I'm saying? And I got a question real quick.
What's up?
Do these work? Like, will you get quicker with this shit?
What the fuck is
that? The egg weights? You ever seen this shit?
I ain't never heard of this shit.
Well, it's like when you hold the weights, but it's supposed to like be more like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, I'm gonna give you the real deal on speed, bro.
What's up? You born with it?
This is real. And I'm gonna give you the real uncut. They gonna give you the punch for weights. Now listen, first off, speed is natural, number one.
I fucking knew it.
And what's number two is the only way you get a crisp and quicker punch is we gotta master how to throw the punch. Once you master how to throw the punch, you know what I'm saying, you kind of get like a quicker, what you call it, twitch out of your muscles when you throw it. So, you know what I'm saying, the weights is good for resistance, and it builds up the muscles in your arms and your shoulders to throw that punch. But I don't necessarily think doing weights will really speed your punches up. You know what I'm saying? It really won't. I feel like you gotta have quickness. You gotta be born with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I've seen dudes all the time punch for weights, and I punch weights, you know what I'm saying, from time to time. But I don't do it for speed, because I got speed. I do it for just to build the muscles up that's in your arm. That you know what I'm saying, that generates the power and the quickness of that punch.
So I'm hopeless. I'm gonna stay with these my whole life, huh? No.
You ain't hopeless. You ain't hopeless, man. You just gotta crisp that jab up, man. That right hand up. You gotta crisp it up. And you gotta the punching bag like 100, 200 times with the same arm. Just do the same motion over and over and over and over and over again until you perfect that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be crisp.
But I always had a feeling shit like that was something like you're born with. Same thing with power sometimes too, because like I look like Roy Jones Jr. Like, dude, literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, couldn't be touched. It was just like making dudes look silly in there at times, and like you can't train hard enough to fucking like have that sometimes. Like sometimes you're born shit like that.
Gotta be yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's certain shit you can't teach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, you can always enhance your speed by doing things that quicken your hand and eye IQ. But other than that, I mean, it's kind of natural.
Speaking of like speed and natural like abilities, what's yours? Like, do you have a key attribute, or is that something you want to keep secret to you? You know what I'm saying, to your fight, or like what's
speed?
You said what? Speed.
For my division, from my weight class, my speed is what separates me. I'm quick in my head movement. I got good head movement, you know, and then power. You know, I can crack. You know what I'm saying? So but speed is my number one. Head movement is second, and then without a doubt, I can punch. So
yeah, head movement is one of them things too. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that when the fight's going down? Do you see the punch coming and I know the jab obviously you turn to, but like some of it is it just random like fucking like movements to get out the way, or are they measured and calculated based off like what they're throwing or the way they're like standing and shit like that?
Man, you do the shit for so long, just instincts. At one point, at that point, it just be instincts. But sometimes you do see the punches and you just move out the way. But a lot of times, is your body just so used to getting out the way of things. Like you can see it for a split second or half second, and your body automatically jerk this way. And you've been training your body every time you go this way. You know, you gotta shoot the right hand. Every time you go this way, shoot the left hand. You just automatically do it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's muscle memory, you know. But some shots you do see, it's best to see the shot and get hit with it than not to see the shot. Because you
Yeah.
don't see the shot and you get hit with it, a lot of times that's how niggas get knocked out.
Bro, I noticed that too, man. It's always a shot they don't see coming. I think it's because the neck's not tensed up. I think someone was telling me about. Like,
Yo,
but
I think the minders don't calculate that shit. The mind and the body don't be on the same page when down that hit land. And
it's a malfunction.
Yeah.
Fucking brain can't compute, so that bitch shut down.
You gotta be on the same page, you know.
You know, speaking of speed too, a speedy fighter or like a fighter who's known for speed is Ryan Garcia. He had a bomb ass fight the last fight. I guess first let me give a reaction to that one and how that went down.
I saw the highlights, bro. I saw the highlights, you know.
Hey, I'm the same way. I ain't gonna lie.
I saw the highlight. I don't really watch the zone. I mean, he fought on the zone, don't he? Did he fight the zone?
I think he fought in the zone. And fuck you, the zone, for copyrighting my Instagram video and my YouTube video. I posted the highlights. Fuck you, NT Mobile.
Listen, let me keep real with you. I ain't watched the fight. I saw the highlights. I saw he get knocked down. I thought it was a good hit. I thought dog had. You know my honest opinion. Who he fought? Luke Campbell. He didn't have no dog in him. He ain't got no dog in him because he hurt Garcia and he didn't see it and he let him recover and that's why he got stopped. I think if he had dog in him, he would have finished that shit off as soon as he got back up, rushed him, and finished him off. You know what I'm saying? It would have been over because that wasn't a flash knockdown. That was a real knockdown.
Yeah. You know for sure.
That's a real knockdown. So if he had that dog in him, he would have killed him. But he didn't do that, and that's supposed to happen. If a nigga knock me down and he don't finish me off, and I come back, I'm gonna come back and stop him.
Yeah,
that's your fault if you get stopped because you know what I'm saying. If you see if your opponent fall instantly, you should go and you know finish and just go finish it off. So I think Garcia got lucky, but if he was in there against somebody like Tank would have stopped his ass.
Man, that's what I'm saying. And like I like Garcia, and I just feel like Tank is too soon for him to be in there with Tank, man. Because Tank, he's hurting dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like Garcia young.
Yeah. Tank gonna hurt him, and because Tank, you know what I'm saying. He got that dog in him. You know what I'm saying. And I think Garcia got him in it. He got that dog in him too. But
for sure, to come back too and win, he for sure got the dog. But like Tank, that's a grown man type thing.
Tank got a different type of dog in him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if they was gonna box the whole way around, I can see it being a competitive fight because the dog speed is good. You know what I'm saying? One man named Ryan Garcia, his speed is good. But if it's like how that first one went with Luke Campbell, where he knocked him down, Tank finishing him off.
Yeah.
Ain't no way in hell he gonna stop Tank in 2 rounds. That nigga need to shut up and sit down.
Bro, Tank's last fight, bro, is one of the nastiest knockouts I ever seen, man.
What?
God
He not about to stop on 2 rounds, man. What the fuck is he smoking, man? You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this nigga they're trying to build the fight up, but he better be behind that when he talking, because you can't. Tank never failed, didn't he? Never fall. He never failed.
I don't think so, not to my knowledge at least. Yeah, I'm the same type. I've been watching the highlights and shit too, but yeah, it's weird, man. Because at the same time, I do want to see like undefeated boxers like fight undefeated boxers. I want like how we talked about earlier, Deontay Wilder and Joshua, who were dodging each other for fucking years and years and years. Yeah. And now they both got L's. And it's like not hot on paper, like But I feel like Tank is too soon. I feel like maybe Haney. You think he fight Haney or?
I don't like Haney. Who Tank?
No, Garcia.
Oh no, I don't like Haney Garcia.
No. Like, but who do you have in it though? Like because like why don't you like it? Yeah.
First, I don't like the styles make fights, and they both got weird styles. I mean, they both got their own type of styles. It'd be a fucking boxing match, man. It'd be an actual 12-round fight. I don't like that. I want to see some motherfucking knockouts. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them. I want to see them young niggas go at it. You know what I'm saying? Not just be on some 12-round boxing. I think Haney gonna pull it through because Haney, his boxing ability is getting better and better and better and better every fight, every day. I don't got Ryan Garcia beating, and this is real talk. This not even because I'm black, but I don't got Garcia beating no black fighters right now at 135. I don't see nobody he can beat. Tank gonna stop him.
Yeah.
It'd be a good fight against him and Teofimo.
Is that which one's that?
What is his name? Teofimo Lopez.
Okay, that's what I thought. I don't want to say it and I sound like a dumbass. That's why I had to like reassure double check on that one. I feel like Lopez might get him too though, man. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he's just too young. I feel like because how old is Garcia? Do you know?
Like 22, 23, some shit like that. 21, 22.
It's just when I see these other guys, bro, I just see like obviously I definitely see the dog in him, like you were talking about, but I'll see like I don't know, man, Garcia. I'm talking my ass too because I don't watch a lot of boxing, but I feel like it's like another level, like the grown man strength aspect. You know what I'm saying? Compared to Garcia, he's just still so damn young, man.
I don't think it's not. I think I can agree with like partially of that. I don't really think it's an age really, man, because you got Haney young too. Haney same age as him. Haney about 23. So I mean he's 22. Haney 22. Yeah. They both the same.
I didn't know that.
Both born in 90. But I think they both born in 98. So they both young. I think it's more of Garcia kind of got his shit handed to him. Everybody had to fight their way up. So it's a different type of it's a different type of aggression. Garcia got Oscar in his corner, Oscar behind his head. He training with Canelo, so he trying to make Garcia, like Garcia is his last prize. So he trying to say that Garcia gonna beat Tank, and he hyping him up. He got like Tank. He had to fight his way through, the hood, fight his way through, to earn a spot on the Mayweather card, and then fight his way through all the adversity that he's going through in his life. He got to fight. You feel me? Ain't nothing handed to him. You feel me? Same thing with Devin Haney. He had to fight his way up too. Devin Haney got his own promotions. He did his own thing in the pros. He fought his way up to where he at now. It was no handouts, bro. He might have connections, but it was no handouts. Garcia, a million and something followers on the ground. He was kind of like viral on the ground. Then he got all these niggas in his corner, and they just hyping his head up. So I think Garcia, he just on a high horse right now. I think he just, slow his roll up a little bit and, take the fights, slowly and then build his way up to them mega fights. So I don't think he should fight Haney or Tank right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There's no point in fighting him. You ain't see Floyd fighting, what his name, Oscar De La Hoya early in his career when I was both a young prospect. It just don't make sense right now. You still gotta build your legacy. So once you take a loss, your whole legacy go down the hill. So build it up, and then if it makes sense in 5 years, let's see what these niggas be at in 5 years. Let's see if Haney or Garcia is still even relevant in 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna be more people that's gonna come in that division that's gonna, that's gonna have a better fight on paper than it is just fighting Haney or fighting Tank right now, in my opinion.
Do you wish it wasn't that way with like the fact that like with boxing, like your records need to be like so pristine and like clean? Otherwise,
Floyd
like,
messed it up.
You said what?
I said Floyd messed it up for everybody.
I know, man. I feel like fuck, man. Like, cause I like MMA where like dude lose and it's not like the end of his career. You know what I'm saying? Because it happens. Boxing, right. I feel like everyone wants to keep that so bad that they don't take the fights like Haney or you know what I'm saying, Tank. They want to build, and then maybe we might see a Fury and Tyson, Fury and Wilder, or like there's not really big fights like that anymore, man. It's crazy to me.
I mean, I don't really hate it because it's business.
Yeah,
it's business. Boxing is no longer. It's always been business because it's always had money behind it, but it's now definite money. It's a business. It's a corporation. It's no longer a sport. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go and whatever make sense, whatever make money. That's what they're gonna do. If Tank and Garcia make money, they're gonna be with it. If it ain't gonna make money, you ain't gonna see it. Wilder and Fury, they made money. You know what I'm saying? It made sense. They made it happen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even think these fighters really ducking. I think it's just the promoters, man. Like it's not time yet. It's not the best move right now.
Yeah.
Because you got, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney are still young prospects. They champions now, like, especially Devin Haney and them, but they still young, so they still building their legacy. They can't get to Floyd level where he 4 or 5 time divisional champion if they take all the hard fights right now.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose some of them bitches. It's a winner and lose. It's a winner and loser of every fight. So, if you take all the hard fights, line them up like that, you're gonna lose one of them. Maybe you might beat all of them, but it's real risky. And a lot of these promoters don't really want to risk their fighters like that, especially the ones that's real good on paper. You know what I'm saying? So.
And we got some questions in the comment section too. I'm gonna get to them, but since we're on the subject of money fights, because money makes sense. YouTubers, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, these dudes starting into the game. Like I get, you know what I'm saying, these guys obviously aren't fighters and stuff like that, but they are money fights. Like, what's your stance on that stuff? Is it disrespectful? Does it piss you off, or like, are you with the shits? If you can get in the ring with them, like, how do you sit on that?
Listen to me, man. Listen closely. I do not fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with it. I think the only people that it benefits is the YouTubers. Because a lot of boxers, I can give you 10 boxers that I know right now personally that I haven't probably talked to about these fights that came up. No, majority of them don't even know who the fuck Logan Paul or Jake Paul is. The boxing people, the people that go to the gym every single day, got fights coming up. They're not really in who we fighting? Who? Oh, okay. Nobody really know. Oh, this is YouTuber. Oh, okay. It's a laughing stock. It's like disrespect. You got a man that go out there every single day, and bust his ass and risk his life every single day. Then you got a dude who make a YouTube video, and because he got a little clout, he can go and fight the biggest fight of the motherfucking century versus Floyd Mayweather. I'm not hating. You got to do how you got to do it. But am I a fan of it? Nah. I ain't a fan of it. Nah. Because plus it don't even come. It's not even entertaining to me. I don't really understand that whole YouTube thing. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't really look up to the YouTubers. So I think the only fans that it entertains is the YouTube fans, like their individual subscribers. That's about it. And Floyd only doing it because it make money. You know what I'm saying? So,
Man.
So I don't blame nobody for taking them because they do make money. But how about the dude that have been calling out Floyd or calling out these big time names all these time? Errol Spence, Terrence Bud Crawford wanted to fight Pacquiao. All these guys who've been asking for this shit for the longest, and they been going out there and proving themselves. They can't get that opportunity because of some damn contract. But you got a guy that never boxed a day in his life because he want to be a YouTuber and want to, get some clout. He go fight the biggest and top guys in the boxing, and now he going what did they win out of it? They don't win shit out of it. For real.
Yeah, the
They
ones.
already rich. They already got clout. They got fame. So, what do you really win out of that shit? I think they just had their own little league. They shouldn't fight top boxers.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I'm cool with it when it's like Jake Paul versus like Nate Robinson, because like those two dudes I never boxed before. But when it's Floyd, that's when it pissed me off. I'm like, because I was also like, I get it too, like you said, like get your money. But I was also like kind of like embarrassed for Floyd because like dudes always like joking like you need the tax money and shit like that and whatnot. And then like you do shit like this, like what are you doing, bro? Like you're supposed to be the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like you have like an argument as the GOAT. And like I feel like that, like doing that kind of like tarnishes that a little bit. But
Yeah, for sure. I agree. I think it's a bunch. If he really want to fight, man, I mean, I'm thinking he taking that shit because he kind of be like, it's easy money. But if you really gonna
point
fight,
to the easy money.
if you really gonna fight, man, fight somebody that really gonna go down and tell their kids about their legacy, and that's somebody like Earl Spence and dudes that would really make sense for him to fight or not leave it alone. But if it's an exhibition, it's an exhibition. You can do whatever, man. I mean, whatever makes sense. It's 2021, man. There's so many different opportunities, so many different ways to be rich nowadays, man. If you broke, it's your fault. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's how it is right now.
100% agree with that statement too, man. Like if you're hurt right now, that's on you because like you literally
That's
fucking OnlyFans that shit. You know what I'm saying? Do something, bro.
You can do whatever. It's man, it's a fan base for everything, man. It's ridiculous. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So If you got good, if a girl got good looking feet, she can make a foot fetish OnlyFans. You know, it's just it's crazy. You know, so it's 22.
Yeah.
It's a time in life where it's a lot of young successful people winning right now. So you have to really, you know, if you hurt, man, it's your fault. You know.
Yeah. What up, though, Kobe Chaos in the comment section? We're speaking with Basheer Abdur, upcoming boxer. Someone asked earlier, and is there an exact date yet on the pro debut? Are you still working things out?
Man, I'm working. I'm trying to get like 2 fights lined up, late March and April, definitely.
That's soon, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. So I'm in
Any
pre-camp right now. Starting next month, I'm about to go in full camp with the sparring heavy, you know, that shit. Right now, I'm just running hard and eating right, sleeping right, just trying to get my schedule back 100%. And then next month, we about to go crazy.
is there any names like you know who it's gonna be yet?
Most, they ain't nobody. They ain't nobody. Pro debuts, man. They ain't really nobody. I mean, I ain't on no big stage where my pro debut, I'm fighting a real champion or a big prospect right now. So I'm probably gonna try somebody local. It don't matter who it is, really just line them niggas up, I'm gonna knock them down. So I don't really care about the opponent. I just care about, you know, make sure I'm on the A side and the fight makes sense to me. That's all I care about. But as far as who I fight, it really don't matter to me, man. It's gonna be the same result at the end of the day.
Now I know MMA they do like win bonuses. So like dudes fight. Do you know how it works with MMA? The contracts usually for the money and stuff like that. All right, so like one dude, you only get paid. So you get paid like a purse a show to make weight, and then you get paid like the same amount if you win. If you lose, you just get your show money. How's it work in boxing? Is it similar to that, or is it just flat?
Well, boxing is contracted. You know, I think it's other payments in there too. All depends on the, you know, it's probably like in the top cards you get extra payments. You know, doing this and that and that. But there's a purse, and win, lose, or draw, you get the same purse. You know what I mean? But it's the B side and A side, man. It's a real crucial difference between both of them. B side gonna get fucked out the deal. A side gonna get all the favoritism. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
especially if you're trying to build your career up, it's always good to be on the A side. If you is on the B side, it has to be worth it. You know what I mean? And that's all I'm trying to do right now, to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, that I'm on the A side, and I got up some shit, things of that nature.
Would like speaking of like being the A side, become the A side, like obviously that comes with like the eyeballs that are on you and like the eyeballs you bring to the screen into the arena and whatnot. Would you ever take one of the wacky fights with like a YouTuber and shit like that to like build your name up? Is that something you would do, or is this you just despise it so much it ain't even worth it to you?
Man, I don't need to fight nobody that for the clout.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about this here. I'm gonna tell everybody watching this live right now too. I box because I love this shit. I'm passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? This is what I've been doing my whole life. I know that I'll be a real champion in it. I know that if I continue to go how I go and continue to go strong, I'll be a household name. I'll be one of the greats. I don't really need the clout. Clout gonna come with greatness. You go out hard, you go outside, you work hard every day, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get greatness. I don't need the money. I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fight for money. I don't fight for, oh, he said he gonna give me 100,000. Let me go. Nah. I'm gonna fight when it makes sense. I'm gonna fight for my legacy. At the end of the day, that's all we got is every boxer, all you got is a legacy, man. You know what I'm saying? So my legacy, I want to go down and say I fought the best. I fought what made sense. I did what's best for me in my career. And fighting YouTube, but that's to build my clout up. That's not really. I don't chase clout. I don't chase a name. I got a name. You know, I tell people all the time, I don't chase a name. You can Google me. So I got a name. It's more about holding, putting weight on my name and making my name be stronger than it already is. And that's fighting the best and doing the best thing I do. I'm not doing no easy cutting corners with nobody, especially if I know that I ain't getting nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying? But some clout. You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of recognition can you get from saying you fought a damn YouTuber? A nigga that's not even a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what about the money though?
Cool.
The money don't change things a little bit.
Fuck the money. It's about the legacy. That is how I'm rocking, man. It ain't about the money with me, man. It's about the legacy. And I ain't saying I got it like that. It's just really about the
No, yeah,
legacy. When it comes to boxing, it's not about, for me, it's not about money. It's about the legacy. You know,
yeah,
I know people that fought for damn pennies, man, and worked there with, like, my man, you know, what his name, Marvin Hagler. He said his first 10 fights, 15 fights, he was fighting for $50, $20, you know, just to get some damn, because nobody wanted to fuck with him. He was knocking everybody out.
yeah,
So if he would have said, shit, man, I ain't getting no money, he would have left. He would have stopped boxing. But it ain't about the money. It's about the legacy. And now he's one of the best that ever did it. You know what I'm saying? He's a household name. When you speak box, you speak the 80s. You're going to speak Marvin Hagler. So, you know, that's what it's
yeah,
about. It's about the legacy, man. And when the money go, if you lose all the money, you still going to be respected as what you did in that ring. And that's how I'm trying to go out. I ain't trying to go out with he fought Jake Paul. I mean, shit, I do some business with Jake Paul. I start a business with him, or I do some endorsements with him. But as far as like getting that ring, for what, man?
yeah,
For what? He didn't and nobody had the upbringing in boxing where they had to fight for something, prove themselves, and make a name for themselves. You know, go through that struggle of fighting. Man, anybody can get in shape, and anybody can throw punches. But it's a fighter who do it every day, consistently. I think that's a whole different ball game. And I respect that, man. You know.
yeah. That's a good point, man. Like you said, anybody can work out, box, but like a fighter's mentality, like a true, like the dog that we were talking about with Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? That you see it in guys all the time, and that you made total sense of that for me. For people who like wouldn't take that fight, I never thought. I guess I never thought I never seen the other side of it. All I seen it as like a yes because like the check, you know. But that's a great point you made. The
A lot
principle
of
of
people
it.
go for the check, man. You know, it's all about listening. It's all about principle. I grew up on principle. My dad always told me, like, he said, if you don't learn nothing from me, we got into it a lot. He said, you don't learn nothing from me. Always learn. You got to stand on morals and principles. And you got to know why you're doing something. You don't do it for the fame or the limelight. You do it for the legacy. And if you don't know your purpose, man, you fall to anything. And that's why a lot of people, they just doing whatever makes sense, man. They going with the money. They a hoe to the money. You know,
Yeah.
I ain't no hoe to the money, man. You know?
That's what maybe I was calling McGregor a prostitute when they're getting ready to fight. He said, "This dude a hooker, you a prostitute."
Hoe to the money, man.
And speaking of Marvin Hagler too, everybody who was listening after this, don't do it now. But one of the greatest rounds of boxing, Marvin Hagler and Detroit's own Tommy Hearns, man. That shit lit.
Oh, man. Shit was the best fight there is, man.
Yeah, that shit was fucking
See,
crazy.
boxing back then was so vicious, man. It was vicious, man. Like, it was scary. You know what I'm saying? The balls and the fucking kahunas them niggas had to get in that ring back then and fight the best and go out like that. I mean, even though Hearns, you know, Detroit owned, lost, he still was respected by everybody from that fight. It
Yeah.
wasn't like people went home and was like, yeah, man, Hearns ain't shit because he lost to Hagler. No, it was like that. You see that Hagler-Hearns fight? Like,
Yeah.
no. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was a
He
dog
created a
fight.
style of boxing off that shit too. Like Fury, before Fury rematched with Wilder, he's like, I'm gonna get the crunk style. I had to go to Detroit. I had to grab me one of the trainers from Detroit and learn the crunk style because I had to finish him. I couldn't leave it to the judges. But legacy, like you said, man, he made that off that fight.
Legacy is everything, man. Shout out Legacy, man. They sponsor me too as a company called Legacy.
Oh
And they're
shit!
like a
Hey,
football.
sponsor me too, legacy.
Yes,
I'm out here getting
yeah.
punched too. You know what I'm saying?
Legacy, man. So they some good folks, man. So, yeah, but we're speaking about Legacy so much. You kind of remind me of Legacy. Yeah, Legacy is important, man.
What do they make? What's legacy do?
They are a athletic program, so they do football. So like, you know how like kids they have a season, they got off season programs. It's an
Yeah.
off season program for baseball, football, soccer, basketball coming soon, but mainly football. So they got like you know, 7-on-7 tournaments that go out every spring, every fall after the season over to work on their craft. Travel teams that go all around the country, play shit like that. It's a good program, and so there's some real good people.
Are they out here in Detroit?
Yeah, they're not in Detroit, but they're in Brighton, Michigan. So they're like a little 45 minutes from Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
In the
It's a
fancy
big
area.
program. Then you got Lead Foundation, they sponsors. You know, so they teamed up with Legacy. Lead Foundation kind of like supports all that and kind of like endorse all that. So the Lead Foundation is one of my sponsors too.
How's that sponsor? Is there any sponsor slots open for your pro debut? Can Speakeasy try squeezing there?
Absolutely, bro. Come on, give me a patch or something. Give me a patch. Give me a shirt.
Hey,
Give
let's
me
go.
whatever,
Hey,
man.
you know what I'm saying?
I need that. I need that. Size medium. Give me a patch or a shirt, man. I throw them in my trunks. I got a couple. I got a few other people in Detroit, man. Like Detroit Boxing Company. Man, love. I love, man. That's my people. You know what I'm saying? Detroit Boxing Company. My OG Ox, you know, he got a line called Halal Chinese food. My other OG, he got a juicing company, so he be taking care of me with my juices. He got a spot called Healthy Side Juicing. I got a bunch, man.
Okay, yeah.
What I'm trying to say is like they got patches that they send me, or they logos and they brand, and I put them on my shorts. So when I go out and fight, I'm representing the team. Give me a shirt when I'm at weigh-ins. I'm gonna throw it on, take a picture, and then shut you out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm definitely open for sponsors, man.
Bro, I'm with the shits, bro. We about to. I'm that ass about to make that happen. Just let me know how big I need it, and you know what I'm saying, whatever specific, so I can make that shit happen. That'd be fucking lit, man.
Size medium. I wear medium, man. Everything. So hoodies, jackets, I wear medium. You know what I'm saying?
You'll be the first fighter sponsored by Speakeasy too, man. Detroit's home. That's what's up.
Right, let's make history, dog. Let's make it happen. I'm gonna ride for you. Once you ride for me, I'm gonna ride for you even harder. Pause.
Hey, I'll probably let you get going too, man, because I know we've been at it. But I do want to ask one last question, man. Who's your GOAT?
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Okay.
As far as GOAT as in fighters, who's the best fighter? Sugar Ray Robinson, hands down. Nobody did it better than my man's. You got arguably. I ain't never thought Ali was a great fighter. I thought Ali was a great person, a great man, a great leader.
Yeah.
He represented a lot of great things. I think Floyd was a great fighter, and how he did it, and a great businessman. I think Tyson was just an angry son of a bitch that was just good at what he did.
Dog, that guy was fucking like.
I think Ray Leonard was just a great Olympic fighter that trans over to a prolific pro fighter. I think Roy Jones Jr. was a phenomenal fighter in his prime, but he couldn't keep it up. I think his style was phenomenal. I think it only works for him. But when it comes to all around, pound for pound, the best of the game, I'm going to give it to Sugar Ray Robinson, man. Because for him to do what he did in that time of life, way back in the 40s and shit, and just what he did, man. And then fighting white people every day, going through all that stuff and knocking them niggas out and taking his pain out on them. And he was undefeated for a long time until he started getting like old and shit. And then he started to take fights that he started fighting for money. He ran out of money, so he started fighting for money and losing and shit. Wasn't really training like that. So that's why he started losing. But when he was in his prime, nobody can fuck with Robinson. So I think Robinson kind of paved that way for everybody, man. Even Ali himself said it. Robinson is the best fighter. You know?
That's dope. If
So
there's like one fight for like the young people to watch on YouTube from Sugar Ray, like what is it? What should they type in?
There's so many of them.
Just do highlights?
Just do highlights. So many of them. Half of them probably old as hell anyway. The majority of them, like black and white and shit. But the highlights is good enough for you to understand, like, you know, why he was special. But like my favorite fight of all time is Mayweather versus Jesus. What is his name? Jesus Chavez.
Cesar Chavez?
Or no, Jesus Chavez. Like Jesus Chavez. I mean, his name Jesus. So I mean that's the Mexican way to say it. If you look up Floyd Mayweather Jr. when he was Pretty Boy, it's way back in like this was an older fight. This back when he was like at 135 and shit.
Yeah,
he was fighting back. Like the way he won that fight, it was a back and forth action the whole fight. I think that was one of the greatest fights I've ever witnessed in my life. I'm sure it was a bunch of them, Hagley Hearns and Tyson and Buster Douglas and all of them. But when I say back and forth action for 8 rounds straight and Floyd came out to be the winner, that fight, he almost lost that fight. He almost lost. He was so close on the numbers. He almost lost that fight.
Was that a pro fight? Or was that like an Olympic one?
Yeah, it was a pro fight. It was a pro fight. It was early in his career, though. It's like when he was still knocking niggas out back then. He was like 23 or 24 years old at the time. young. He might have been
Right.
23. But yeah, he fought him early. It was a back and forth action the whole fight. And to this day, when I'm feeling like, brawling, like if I got to spar tomorrow and I want to, if I know it's gonna be a brawl, I watch that fight and I just know he's so sharp with his shit. Like
That's
that was
dope.
one of the fights.
I never liked Floyd as a fighter. Like, I'm glad that you like dropped that on me because I'm about to watch that like for sure. Like right after we hang up.
Man, that fight, man, is amazing. Listen to me. That fight, man, is one of the greatest fights Floyd ever had in his life. Like, and it's one like hidden gym fights. Like, you really don't really know too much about it because it was so old. It was like before he was Money Mayweather, before it all the big fights going on. This was back when Floyd was fighting. Like he was Pretty Boy Floyd back then.
Pretty
know what
boy
I'm saying?
Floyd.
Yeah, he was knocking heads. So that's one of his greatest fights. That's one
Bro,
of my favorite
I'm
fights.
excited to watch this fight.
Go watch it. It's on YouTube, man. Go look up Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Jesus Chavez.
All right. If anybody who's still watching right now too, make sure you guys hit that drop down at the top. Make sure you follow my man Basheer, man. Anything else you want to say before we go, or anybody else you want to shout out? And don't forget about me, man. I'm thrilled about that sponsorship shit too, man.
Man, you don't forget about me, man. I'm here, man. You got my number. I'm here. I just want to shout out to anybody who been rocking with the movement, Team Abdur movement, man. I've been doing this for a long time, man. I had a little monkey wrench in the career with my injury 2 years ago, so that kind of slows things down. But if y'all still been rocking, people that still been rocking with me and holding on and supporting, and believing, I appreciate y'all. But me myself, I don't really need the people to believe in me because I believe in myself. But to have that support still there, it's phenomenal. And then just shout out to everybody who who's a fan of winning, because it's all about winning out here, man. It's all about winning. It's all about winning. It's all about hustle. You gotta have a hustle. You gotta have a grind. Shout out Detroit, man. Shout out Legacy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out 48206, man.
Bad man. Well, I'm gonna wrap this one up. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna holler at you about that sponsorship thing. And we gotta do this again, man. Next time it's a big fight or something like that, we'll hop on, or even after yours or before yours too.
Man, I'm gonna try to do it right after my fight, man. Cause you know what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna say this right now. I got a Zoom, so everybody who watches, I think only like 3 or 4 people watch. I got a Zoom though. I got a Zoom account, and I got a monetized Zoom account. So my next fight is not gonna be on TV because I ain't up there yet. But I'm gonna have it on this link, and I'm it's going like $1, $2 for the link, whatever. But
Okay.
after that, so what I'm gonna do is how I'm gonna play it. Watch the fight. After the fight, we're gonna do an interview on like right after the fight. We're gonna chop it up.
Yo, yeah, I can even set up. If I do $2 whatever, I can fucking like put on the screen and we do the interview at the same time.
Yeah,
The internet's working and shit.
Yeah, that'd be dope. So that's how we're gonna play that one.
I'm
All right,
excited for that then, man.
For sure, you already know.
Hey, I'm put this on YouTube too, man. I'll send you the link when I'm saying get this off of Instagram, put it on YouTube too, and then I'll send you that. That way people we watch it back too, because that fucking sucked, man. I wanted that shit to be on YouTube. That's where my biggest following is, for real.
That's your biggest following? Okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah,
Right.
the most dedicated following. I mean, I fuck with Instagram too, but like you motherfuckers are scrolling through shit. They don't watch the whole 30 minutes. But YouTube, they actually take the time to consume the whole interview.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So throw it on YouTube. Send me the link, man. I'm gonna post it on my page, man. We're gonna keep it cracking, man.